Welcome back to RVP Auto One, go-to place for in-depth and no-nonsense car reviews. Today, we're diving into a just show up, it makes an entrance. The 2025 Nissan Armada, or as some people are already calling it, the big rig of SUV. And honestly, after spending some real time with it, that nickname feels pretty accurate. So let's get into what makes this SUV a serious contender in its class and why it might be the right, or wrong, choice for you. Let's start with the design. The 2025 Armada didn't go design, but Nissan gave it a pretty solid refresh. It still carries that truck-based DNA. The front grille is massive, the LED headlights are sharp and futuristic, the overall stance is muscular. There's nothing subtle about this SUV. It doesn't try to blend in with the crowd and commands attention. The stud hood and wide fenders give off a rugged vibe. Chrome accents and premium detailing hint at luxury, too. Now when you walk up to the Armada, the size hits you. It's big, really big. But that's the whole point. It's a full-size SUV built on a body-on-frame, which means it shares its bones with the Titan pickup truck. So if you're looking for something that feels substantial, this is it. It's the kind of SUV that makes smaller crossovers look like toys. It's practical. We'll get to that. Pop the door open and you're greeted with an interior that's way more refined. Nissan's clearly been taking notes from the game. You've got quilted leather seats, wood trim, and soft touch materials all around. The kit, insulated from road noise, and it gives off a premium, almost infinity-level vibe. There's ambient lighting, USB-C and USB-A ports, and yes, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard now. The center of the dash features a large 12.3-inch infotainment screen that's it doesn't lag like the older systems used to, and the new interface is far more intuitive. You can swipe, pin it pretty easily. And the digital gauge cluster is another step forward. It gives you all the info you need without being cluttered. So a head-up display that projects onto the windshield and a surround view camera system that makes parking this beast way less stressful. Now let's talk seating. You can get the Armada in either a 7 or 8 passenger configuration. The second row captain's chairs are incredibly comfortable and can be heated and ventilated depending on the trim. Row space is decent for adults, not just kids, and getting back there is surprisingly easy thanks to the one-touch seats. Cargo space behind the third row isn't massive, but once you fold those seats flat, generous amount of room for gear, luggage, or those Costco hauls. Under the hood is a naturally aspirated 5.8 engine, pushing out 400 horsepower and 413 pound-feet of torque. This engine has been around for a while, but it still delivers solid. Acceleration is strong for a vehicle this size. It doesn't feel sluggish, and when you hit the gas, the V8 growl is satisfying obnoxious. Towing capacity is also impressive, 8,500 pounds. So if you've got a boat, trailer, or camper, the Armada is more than ready to haul it. The 7-speed automatic transmission is stable. It doesn't hunt for gears and downshifts confidently when you need that extra power. Fuel economy, as you might expect, isn't the Armada's strong suit, looking at around 14 mpg city and 19 mpg highway. It's thirst out, but again, this is a big, heavy SUV with a V8 engine tending to be a hybrid. Ride quality is another strong point. Even with its truck-based Armada rides surprisingly smooth. It soaks up bumps, and highway cruising is full. Steering is on the lighter side, which makes low-speed maneuvers easier than you'd think, but don't expect razor-sharp handling. It's not built for corner carving. That, though, is confidence. Whether you're navigating city streets or heading off the beaten path, the Armada feels full. And speaking of capability, 4-wheel drive is available and includes a low-range setting for real off-road situations. The Armada won't replace a Wrangler or 4Runner on the trails, but it can if you're tackling moderate off-road conditions. There's also hill descent control and a terrain management system that adjusts throttle and traction depending on the surface you're on. Comes to safety, Nissan's Safety Shield 360 suite is standard across all trims. You get automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, blind spot warning, cross-traffic alert, lane departure warning, and high beam assist. There's also adaptive cruise pilot assist, which provides semi-autonomous driving assistance in certain conditions. Not full self-driving, but it helps reduce fatigue on long highway drives. Trim levels include the base S, the SL, Midnight Edition, and the top-tier Platinum. Even the base trim comes pretty well equipped, but the Platinum is where things really shine. Think rear seat entertainment, insulated front and rear seats, a 13-speaker Bose premium sound system, and power everything. The Midnight Edition adds blacked-out exterior accents if you're going for that stealthy look. So who's the 2025 Nissan Armada really for? Looking for a luxury level interior, powerful V8 performance, real towing capability that turns heads, this SUV absolutely delivers. It's not trying to be a crossover, not trying to be subtle. It's a bold, big body SUV that offers real utility and comfort. But it's not for everyone. If you're living in a dense urban area with tight parking garages or level fuel economy, to look elsewhere. And it's not cheap, especially in the upper trims. But compared to some luxury brand full-size SUVs, the Armada offers a lot of value for the money. In a world where vehicles are downsizing engines and softening up their identity, the 2025 Nissan Armada stays true to its roots. It's a traditional SUV that doesn't shy away and powerful. And in a market full of lookalike crossovers, that's actually kind of refreshing. In today's review here on RVP Auto 1. If you found this video helpful, entertaining, or just enjoyed the ride, get to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications so you never miss a review. We've got plenty coming your way, from trucks to EVs to everything in between. In the comments what you think about the 2025 Armada. Would you take it over a Tahoe or Expedition? Or are you holding out for something else? Catch you in the drive safe and stay curious.